Hey guys, it's Marshall again. So I'm really excited. I have kind of a big update for the build. My RSI SmartCap finally came in yesterday, and I think I waited about 13 or 14 weeks for it. It's been quite a while, but I just kind of wanted to drop like initial impressions of it and kind of just let you guys, I guess, know what I'm working with as far as that goes. I haven't seen any other videos with the Gladiator with the SmartCap mounted up. I've seen a couple pictures on the forums in the same thread that I kind of been following for the SmartCap, but I just want to kind of give you guys a quick walk around, show you, I guess, some of the features real quick, and just kind of how it sits on the truck itself. So let's take a look. All right, again, so like I said, it's the RSI SmartCap EVO, pretty much brand new for the Gladiator. I think they announced it maybe about 6 or so months ago. I jumped on the pre-order pretty quick because it was exactly what I was looking for. You know, it's modular, customizable, high weight capacity. I want to say, somebody fact check me on this, but I believe it's 330-pound dynamic and 700-pound static, which is, you know, that's huge. I mean, that's more than I would ever need, honestly. My rooftop tent weighs about 150 pounds, 150. And with 2 sleepers up top, I mean, I'm not pushing any more than, I would say, about 400 to 500. I weigh about 220 myself, so yeah, this thing's absolutely awesome. So just kind of want to check it out with you guys real quick, show you, I guess, some of the features, kind of how it fits, and I guess we'll kind of go from there. All right, so we'll start at the back. Made of stainless steel. I can't honestly tell if it's like a black, you know, smooth powder coat or if it's like black painted. It seems like powder coat, but I mean, I honestly haven't seen anything on the website that details one or the other. But either way, I mean, it seems fairly rugged. I was not exactly gentle trying to get this thing installed. I mean, you have to take a rubber mallet to the side of it for in order to kind of seat the side panels into the roof piece. And yeah, I mean, it's no worse for wear. So check out the back window. It seals really well. We got a light rain last night and I had absolutely no water intrusion. So I mean, I was happy about that. Really the one thing that I've noticed kind of about the rear so far is it's a really, really tight squeeze. Maybe I have the clamps over torqued or something. I didn't really go too hard, but it's a very tight squeeze between the gasket, or the beading, I guess, if you will, that kind of the rubber seal that creates the waterproof seal, and the tailgate itself. So the instructions recommended that you super glue down the corners. I did, and after less than 24 hours it's already coming undone. But I mean, the seal itself is really good, no complaints there, but I mean, I may need to do something there and just kind of maybe trim that last piece off there, even though it's against the recommended instructions, and just kind of deal with potential water intrusion within this 1-inch piece right here. So no big deal there. Windows, very surprised, honestly, with the force with which they open. I mean, the shocks, maybe because they're brand new, but they come out hot. A lot of force. They feel rock solid. No complaints as far as the doors or windows go. And the locks, the latches seem very durable as well. Nice kind of feedback on the clicks. Of course, they're all lockable. The shell came with, in my opinion, overkill, but 6 keys. I guess that's if you want to leave 1 key in each lock, who knows? But they're all keyed the same. I tested them all, and they all open all doors and windows. So yeah, we'll kind of look at the inside real quick, I guess, since we're back. I'm not sure how well you can see this because it's kind of dark in here, and I'm just on a GoPro. But anyway, so RSI provides 2 sets of clamps. One for Gladiators without the bed rails. As you can see, mine does not have the bed rails. And then they also provide, it's the same top clamp, but they provide a different bottom clamp that slots into the bed rails. So I will be taking advantage of that when I finally order my Built Right rail system, and I'm gonna have kind of the side molly kit as well. So pretty excited for that. But I just installed it with these for now. They're rock solid. I mean, no movement. I've driven around a couple times, and kind of on the way out here I just hit, you know, like a kind of a muddy little dirt patch at a decent clip, and there was no movement, no shifting, no noise. So very happy with the fitment right now. So good space on the inside. I mean, decent headroom. It is pretty much flush with the hardtop roof, and I'll show that to you guys here in a few minutes. I'm gonna work to the sides and then work my way up top, but yeah, that's what we got so far. All right, so since the sides are identical, I'm just gonna work one side. You know, left and right side, they're the exact same. So the side kind of brings me honestly to my, it's really nitpicky, but kind of I think my first and really only complaint as of right now. And again, this is probably really nitpicky, but a lot of people use their side windows, you know, to crack it open, reach in and grab out gear and then, you know, close it or something. So my issue is, so it's got the 2 latches. Again, the shocks on these things are pretty tough, but as you can see, as soon as I pop the last latch, it opens on its own, which is handy, I guess, if your hands are full. But on the flip side, you reach in, pull your stuff out, your hands are full, and then you try to close it, and you have to close it with one hand because it doesn't stay in place here in order for you to hit the button. So you kind of have to shimmy over, lock one into place, and then hit the other one. Again, really minor complaint. It's the farthest thing from a game changer. Really no issues with it, but it's just something that I kind of observed when I was messing around with it. But all in all, again, love the windows, love the doors. I'm just blown away by this thing, honestly. I had heard issues as far as quality, you know, or like the gaps not being quite sealed, but as you can see, I mean, this thing, it's rock solid. These are different panels. Obviously, this is the kind of the front bulkhead, I guess, and then the side, and then it all essentially kind of snaps into the roof panel up top. So it came in 5 pieces, I believe: roof, left, right, front, and then rear flange. Took about 3 hours to install, and then probably about a half an hour to figure out just how the hell to lift this thing up and actually get it on here with my you know, 5'1" counterpart, my girlfriend trying to help me out. So yeah, that was interesting, but you know, none the worse for wear. Didn't scratch anything, just kind of finagled it up and kind of basically wore the shell like a turtle and kind of shimmied it into place a little bit at the time, so that, you know, I have to take pressure off the bead, so that you're not roughing it up on the tailgate, or excuse me, on the bed caps. So but yeah, so these do have sliding windows. As you can see, there's the window. It's like a multi-position, just kind of pinch it, pops out, and it's it kind of locks in multiple positions, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So maybe, I think 3 different positions. So, you know, quarter or a third, maybe 2/3, and then all the way open. Decent amount of airflow through here, I would imagine. Great for pets, or just, you know, see, here's the issue again with kind of the one-handed thing. I'm holding the camera. You know, just reaching through, grabbing out something small, just a snack or something like that. So, yeah, I mean, I really like it overall. I honestly probably won't utilize these windows a whole lot, but I mean, they are a great, you know, option to have. And no complaints with how they function, or how they look. So, here we go again. There we go. All right, so yeah, I think that's it for the side. Let's kind of take a look at the top real quick. All right, so here we are up top. I'm kind of trying to balance on my rear bumper while, you know, hold myself steady and doing this. But anyway, the wind's picking up a little bit. I apologize if you guys can't hear me too well. I know GoPros don't do super well with wind noise, but so here we are. Has the integrated rails. They honestly look almost exactly like Thule, however you want to pronounce that brand, tracks, which I've used previously on camper shells, and they're great. But I mean, these ones, they appear to be steel as well, actually, with kind of like a plastic end cap. You can undo the end cap. There's a bolt in there, so undo that, you know, pop the cap off, slide whatever you got to slide in there. So I will be installing a front runner roof rack up here, as well as one for the front over the cab, that I've ordered, geez, I don't know how long ago now. Front runner was supposed to have those things in stock like 4 or 5 weeks ago, and I still haven't heard. So that kind of sucks, but front runner makes great stuff, so I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, this is about RSI, so let's get back to it. RSI quoted me on the width of these because I was actually looking for information for my roof rack ahead of time, so that I could, you know, confidently order it. They gave me that. They were great, very responsive. They've honestly had fantastic customer support all around. But I forgot the width. But you know, I can get those specs if anybody has any questions about it. So, but kind of the main thing on the roof, which I think was kind of controversial, was this guy. I forgot exactly what they call it, like positive pressure vent or something like that. But essentially, From what I understand, it's basically just an air vent to kind of keep, I guess it helps to inhibit like dust intrusion in the cab by, you know, creating some pressure difference between inside and outside. It basically just kind of repels, I guess, dust or something along those lines. I'm honestly not too sure, but there's like some kind of filter material in here, obviously to keep, you know, grit and stuff like that out. I'm not sure what kind of sorcery they work to keep water from getting through here. I haven't driven in the downpour yet. But yeah, there must be some kind of drainage internally is what I'm guessing. Haven't experienced it yet. Again, the inside of the bed was kind of bone dry when I got up this morning, so that's that. But yeah, so again, this is the roof panel, so you can see where it meets up with the rear flange, and then just on the outside where it meets up with, you know, the right hand side. It's identical up front. You can see maybe the crease up there, and then again the left side. So yeah, I mean, there's really not a whole lot to talk about up top. It is what it is, you know, fairly, I guess, kind of compared to other trucks I've had, fairly small amount of real estate up here. But I mean, more than enough to mount just a small roof rack to mount my iCamper SkyCamp Mini up here, which I got in a couple weeks ago, and I'm really, really excited to kind of spend my first night in that here before too long. So, but yeah, that's, I think, all we got for up top. All right, guys, I guess that's really it. I mean, it's, you know, you can only talk so much about one piece of gear, no matter how good it is. But again, overall first impressions, you know, about 24-ish hours of kind of ownership, absolutely blown away, totally exceeded expectations. The build quality is top notch. I love the fact that it's modular, you know, like, I mean, down the road, if I want to order the kitchen siding or something like that, I'm assuming I would basically unbolt it, take off the left panel, and then bolt the kitchen system in. They have their own roof rack that is freaking awesome. It didn't really work for my specific application, but I think it's genius. It's kind of split down the middle into two pieces, and you can actually unlock it, pull it off to the side, and it leans off, like, you know, down, kind of like a reverse, like, gull wing, I guess, or something like that. But super cool idea, super innovative products. And again, based on my experience talking to them on the forums, on a Gladiator forum, excellent customer support. They have a warranty. I have not gotten on to register for it yet, so I'm not exactly sure how long the warranty is. But I'm sure all that information is on their site. If you want to check that out, just search RSI SmartCap. I want to say it's like RSI NA for North America or something like that. But yeah, so I mean, shout out to Off-Road Alliance. They were my distributor for this. Didn't get any information regarding shipping. I actually just got a call from the freight company the day before. Was never told it shipped or anything like that. I mean, it was a pleasant surprise, don't get me wrong, but I mean, it would have sucked if I was out of town or something like that. Luckily, I was around and had a free day, so I was able to make that work. But again, the cap itself, I haven't really put it through the paces yet. So longevity, we'll see, but it probably sounds kind of cliche, but initial impressions, 10 out of 10. I mean, I really don't have anything bad to say about it, again, kind of aside from the window issue, but that's very nitpicky. That's, you know, probably just me being maybe a wuss, but I guess we'll see once I have this thing, you know, loaded down, you know, 150-pound tent up top and 200, 300 pounds of gear underneath of it. In the bed, you know, bouncing along on trails and stuff like that, you know, hitting the Trans-America Trail or climbing up through the Rockies once I get back out to Colorado. So super excited to put it through the paces. Again, great job, RSI. Absolutely love it, and I am very much looking forward to you know, getting to use it. All right, guys, hey, so thanks again for joining me. I'm gonna try to start doing more videos here and there. Really not my forte. I prefer pictures. I don't kind of like putting myself out there, but anyway, yeah, again, I'll have more impressions and kind of, you know, an in-depth, I guess, long-term review once I actually start using this bad boy. So yeah, you know, keep following the build thread, keep an eye out, and if you guys are on the fence about the RSI shell, who knows, maybe I lucked out. I mean, my experience is one out of however many people have ordered it, you know, but again, it's exceptional. I had heard issues, you know, people had potentially with other models, for like a Tacoma, for example. I don't know if that was the exact one that I'd read, but they had said that, you know, due to the modularity, that there were gaps and stuff like that. They had issues with water intrusion. absolutely no issue with this one. In my personal opinion, I think it's the best looking one out there for the Gladiators. I like the ARE shells, but they're fiberglass, and it sounded like there was a lot of quality control issues with that regarding like paint not matching, chips and stuff like that on delivery. This thing was packed rock solid. It weighed about as much as a ton of rocks, but it's made out of steel. You know, what do you expect? But anyway, again, thanks for taking a look, and if you guys got any questions, feel free to post them up, and you know, I'd be happy to answer. So thanks for your time. See ya.